Hello everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda and today I'm in my yard and I am starting my emergency preparedness plan for tornadoes. We've been having a lot of tornado warnings coming out in different areas, and so we're just wanting to be prepared in case it hits in our area. So what we're doing today is we came out and we are looking at our storm shelter, seeing what needs to be done in our storm shelter. And the first thing that we see that we need to do in our storm shelter, we have to drain water. Our storm shelter has had a problem with getting water in it, so we know that there is not supposed to be leaking like this, but in case of an emergency tornado, we would not be really worried about that much. But we do want to go ahead and get the water out that we have in there, and we want to see if we have anything that we want to put in there, like a light or something like that. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let you see what my storm shelter is looking like right now. Okay, so this is what my shelter looks like right now. We have some wall spray in there and have some chairs in there, but we're going to have to suction this water out, so we have the shop back and we're going to get started to getting the water out, and we're just going to do some cleaning to it because we have not been in here in a long time, and so we want to make sure that it is ready in case of an emergency. Okay, y'all, it's not pretty, but this is what it's looking like after we've gotten like 6 inches of water out of here. So we're seeing where the water is coming in. We've got some places in the sides where the water is seeping in, and that's a manufacturer's default. I am going to check with the people who I got it from and see if there's anything, but in the meantime, I might try to put some sealant in it myself because it needs to be sealed. It don't need to have where water can seep in like that. So it wasn't a whole lot, but it was too much. I am going to also show you some things that we will be doing to make sure that it's comfortable in here for however long we have to stay in. Okay guys, we have suctioned out the storm shelter and I got the door open so it can continue to dry out. But I also wanted to show you all some of the things that you want to have whenever you're out and having to use your storm shelter. You want to make sure that you have some extra drinking water in case anyone is thirsty. You want to get you a 5-gallon bucket, and this way you can keep the things that you're going to be needing in your 5-gallon bucket. And I've added some other things to the bucket. I got my toilet paper in my hand. I got some paper towels. And I also added some snacks. You want to have some food in here so that you can eat in case you have to stay in here longer than what you planned. I got some non-perishable chicken in here that the kids can eat. These are some chicken viennas. I will also add in some crackers, my paper towels, the toilet paper, and the water. And you want to keep some extra batteries in case you have, you're going to need a flashlight. And so what I have is I have a solar light back here that I have that is sitting out here being charged up by the sun, but it also takes batteries also. And I also will be using some wasp and hornet spray because I want to make sure that I have something in case I go down into the storm shelter and during the day and there are some wasps or spiders or something that you need to take care of, because you don't want to get trapped down there with insects. But don't let the insect run you out. You want to go ahead and take care of the insects and stay in the shelter if you need to stay in there. Also, a shovel is also a good thing to have in the storm shelter in case you run down there, because sometimes you can go down there and it could be a snake already down there. So you want to make sure that you got things like that. And also some rubber gloves. Gloves are a good thing to have in case if there is something that you need to dispose of, and you want to make sure that you have that. And then if you have to, once you have all of these things and you have your 5-gallon bucket, you could also use this 5-gallon bucket as a seat. Once you put your lid on it, it could be used for a seat. And if it happens to you stay in there for a longer time than what you had planned, it can also be used for a toilet. So just remember to have these things on hand, and some more serious things that you might want to consider taking into the storm shelter with you. Or I don't want to say I already have them in there, but in case of an emergency like this, sometimes you don't know. You sometimes might have a flood warning and a tornado warning in the same warning. So then you have to decide which one are you worried about the most. Are you worried more about the tornado, or are you worried more about the flood? Well, in case, just take a life jacket. You might think that sounds bizarre and over the top, but you might need a life jacket in case the storm shelter begins to flood, or you come out, you get ready to open it up and come out, and there are flood waters. So it is best to go ahead and have a life jacket for each member of your family. And it has been, in the recent days, they've been saying get a helmet, so that in case debris is blowing, because y'all, these tornadoes are getting to be more and more stronger. They're going to be some very strong tornadoes. And so you want to make sure that you have something to protect your head. And also be sure that whenever it is a storm warning, be sure that you have your good shoes handy. Not sandals or flip-flops, but some good shoes handy, that in case you have to leave out of your house and the tornado has blown debris all over the yard, then you will not be slowed down by debris that is in your yard, like nails, splinters, or glass. Broken glass could be in your yard. So y'all, these are some precautions that I want to make sure that you all know about, or that you have, if you haven't thought about them, to go ahead and start thinking about them. At some point, some schools have been giving away old football helmets, so that is something you might want to look for in your area. Or either if you do not, if you're not able to get any, you might want to start considering getting a helmet for each of your family members, and a life jacket. So these are some things that remember to take in consideration in these tornado times that we are in right now, and just be prepared. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move to some other things now that I've got my storm shelter dried out, and I got my supplies that I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take and put inside of my shelter. So these are some things that I have gotten prepared, and I hope that you have too. So I hope that you all have enjoyed the video today, that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell, be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, stay safe out there, you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.